Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Welcome to this film review of the Ironheart streaming series. And the Ironheart character is based on a popular comic book character by the same name. She's essentially like a female equivalent of Tony Stark. She has the same genius, the same drive, the same creativity, but only one thing: she's never created an arc reactor. So apparently Riri Williams Ironheart doesn't need an arc reactor device to power her armors. She uses some other source that's not based on the arc reaction design. So so now let's get to the start of it. It starts off with Riri Williams in college, or MIT. It's a special institute for engineers, designers, and builders. So she's there, and then she gets kicked out of school for doing stuff that she shouldn't have done to make money. She's incredibly smart, wise, she's ingenious, so she uses that genius to sell papers to other students so that they would get A grades. But she sells to many colleges, so she should have been a multi-millionaire. But in other words, it appears as though her armor projects are draining her finances, and she indicates throughout this series in ways that she needs money. She says people are asking her, why didn't you get a job at Stark Industries? You're smart enough, you're a super genius, you could build your own armor. And then she says, I live in a real world, and in my world, like, I don't have the type of resources that they have in their world. So apparently there were no billionaires that wanted to invest in her. And that is shocking, because it would seem that every techno company and institution would have wanted her working for them, and that being Riri Williams. But apparently she's always been on her own, trying to scrape by to get the parts and things like that to build her armors. And not only parts, it also took other intricate types of mechanics within the armor, such as AI systems, computer monitors, or what have you, whatever is needed, in other words. So, okay, in this series, through the first few episodes, all of them pick up fast. Every episode picks up fast and gives fans enough excitement to carry them through to the next episode. That is how I judge and look at all three of the first three episodes of the Ironheart series. Yeah, it's exciting, it's action-packed, it's epic, but the storylines and the story plots are intriguing too, and they introduce new characters into the MCU. Like they introduced Obadiah Stane's son, and apparently he's a genius too, but he's into other things besides robotic systems like Tony Stark and Riri Williams are into. He's also into biomechanics. He's into biomolecular things that integrate electrical systems into the human body to achieve something. So his vision is for, like, to create a utopian society, because he mentions bionic prosthetic devices that helps people that lost limbs. Like, he covers different things. So he's essentially a good guy, and Obadiah Stane's son then hooks up with Riri Williams, and they get cool. So they're setting up something with them, sort of like will work in a lab with her and help her out on things, and they create new technologies together. That's where it appears to be going, but you have to wait around and see for that to happen. So, okay, this Riri Williams apparently is in desperate need for money, so she hooks up with a heist crew that are doing highly illegal stuff that they shouldn't be doing. I asked a good question as to why didn't she simply call her friend in Wakanda, which is the Black Panther's sister. Riri Williams appeared in the Black Panther 2 film, and she was able to help Wakanda against the underwater people, so to speak. So she's friendly with that whole continent, society, country over there. So she could easily call her friend and ask for money, but for some reason she doesn't or didn't, or they didn't care to write it in. Anyhow, she has to take on jobs and do what she has to do to get the money in order to keep her armor maintained and to add to its already astounding innovations. I found so many things enjoyable about that series, rather, through the first 3 episodes. So I'm anticipating the next few episodes if they put 3 more out the following week. So right now I say it's a good series, being that of Ironheart with Riri Williams as a sort of Tony Stark like character. Like, she has all of Tony's ingenious, innovative ideas, mindsets, and all those. Anything tech, she's terrific at. She even created a new AI system that works like a projection device, but it stays. So yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff about the series that I think people will like. So enjoy, indeed.